with my stamina dipping every year. And I will say, oh, it's all about old age. I will say, oh, it's about changes in the body as we age. And we can just put the blame on anything and everything. And we can allow ourselves to lead a life where we are not physically the best version. Means I'm not emotionally healthy at that time, even if it's for 5 minutes. So that 5 minutes, it is like ache and pain of the mind. We can see ache and pain of the body. Now we have to start seeing the aches and pains of the mind. This same mind has the power to remain calm, stable, and create only beautiful, right thoughts in the worst situation of life. That is our potential. We are living right now where right now I'm fine. 10 minutes later, I come to know I have a disease. Right now, everybody is fine. Next minute, somebody is unwell. Today, everyone is fine. 6 months later, you come to know there is a mental health issue. So there are a lot of uncertain things. So at least one person is needed in every family who's going to become the powerhouse of the family.
Make a start. Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, thank you. Thank you so much for, accepting our request and for agreeing to do this webinar. It's an honor to have you here. And on behalf of our Telugu ladies in UK, we all welcome you. And once again, thanks a lot for your valuable time. And for everyone audience, as you all know, she's a globally respected spiritual teacher, and we've been listening to Shivani Sister's, speeches or videos. We share in our group as well whenever someone is sharing, some issues or problems. We just, keep those videos as a motivational things to, work on, listen to, and educate themselves. So, for over decades, Sister Shivani has been sharing her profound wisdom through, countless talks, seminars, television programs, such as Awakening with Brahma Kumaris is one of the very, famous one, and also which has transformed the way people look at challenges, relationships, and inner growth. And also, she got the Nari Shakti Puraskar, India's highest civilian award for women, recognizing her contributions to empowering individuals and communities through spiritual webinars, sessions, and raising awareness, which is very, very important in this modern world because, when you have peace within you, you can overcome anything, you can achieve anything. That is more important. And we all thank you from our, from our bottom of hearts for agreeing and for giving your valuable time today. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah.
Shukriya. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Let's take a minute of silence. Even though we have a lot of questions on mind, but you know what? Innately, we all know the answer. So if we just take a minute of silence and allow that top clutter layer of the mind to just be quiet for some time. It's like if I want to do a particular task, I need to focus on that. And at that time, if there's something else on my mind, I have to tell my mind, okay, this can be taken care of later on. Right now, this is important. So at least few minutes every morning, if we just sit in silence, even before we learn meditation, of course, we will learn meditation very soon now. But even if we sit with ourselves and uh, instead of getting into questions on the top collateral layer of the mind, just pause and ask yourself that if this was a question asked to me by a friend, by a sister, anybody, you would know the answer. You will always know the answer, what to give to someone else. So the same question posed to myself. If I look at myself as a detached person, as a somebody else, I will know what the answer is. So just ask yourself that every emotion that I'm thinking or talking about or writing it out, or whether it is grief, whether it is jealousy, whether it's stress, whether it is hurt, any of these emotions. So I just have to ask myself if these emotions, which are not comfortable, which are not healthy, Healthy because I don't feel comfortable while I'm creating those. What is the reason? Why am I experiencing these emotions as normal? It's same as if I have backache, if I have shoulder pain, if I get breathless, if I can't climb up steps, if my energy level is low, if I get physically fatigued very often. I just need to pause and ask myself, why does this happen? And the answer is very clear: low stamina, not taking care of physical health. It's not been put on priority. Then I ask myself a second question. So, what do I have to do about it? Very simple. Start taking care of the body. Then I ask the third question to myself. What do I have to do for that? Then I have the answer. Eat right, sleep right, exercise right. Within month, stamina will start changing. But if I don't pause to ask myself that question, if I don't pause to prioritize my health, then I can continue living my life with that ache and pain, with that breathlessness, with my stamina dipping every year. And I will say, oh, it's all about old age. I will say, oh, it's about changes in the body as we age. And we can just put the blame on anything and everything. And we can allow ourselves to lead a life where we are not physically the best version. And yet at the same time, we might find somebody around us who is 70 years old or 80 years old body, and you can suddenly find them very energetic, very vibrant, very healthy. And we're like, third question for my mind: how is it that other people are able to do it? Why am I not able to do it? Simple answer: anybody who's able to do it, they prioritized it. If I have not been able to do it, I have not prioritized it. So again, the answer becomes very simple. All that I have to do is prioritize it. And what do I have to do? Give some time to take care of my body. And when we start seeing those signals, we may ignore those signals initially, but finally we do give time. Especially in an era where suddenly we are hearing so much about physical disease, we start prioritizing our body, we start talking about diets, we start talking about different exercises, and we start integrating that into our lifestyle. And very soon our physical health starts getting better. So, all the questions that are there and all the emotions that we are experiencing, even if it's not there as a question right now, any of the emotions which are uncomfortable. Uncomfortable means doesn't make me feel happy, energetic, vibrant. It makes me feel low, even if it's just for a few minutes. But it does make me feel low. So any of these emotions, which means I'm not emotionally healthy at that time, even if it's for 5 minutes. So that 5 minutes, it is like ache and pain of the mind. We can see ache and pain of the body. Now we have to start seeing the aches and pains of the mind. We can see low stamina of the body. Now we have to start seeing low stamina of the mind, right? So when is it aches and pains of the mind? When my mind starts hurting. I want to be happy, but it's hurting. It is continuously creating some thought which is causing me pain. It can be pain because of grief. It can be pain because of hurt. It can be pain because of guilt. It's some kind of a pain that is there. So, the first thing that I have to address in my mind is pain. So, you write down that as one topic, that I have to address this pain that I keep creating in my mind. Second thing is my low stamina. Stamina means I want to do a particular thing, but I still can't, not able to achieve that much because my stamina of the body is low. Now, similarly, look at stamina of the mind. The stamina of the mind is that the mind can remain stable in every situation. That's the potential of our mind. Our mind is the most powerful energy on this planet. There are two energies which are very powerful. One is the soul energy, and the other is God energy, the supreme soul. So, on this planet, on this earth, the most powerful energy is the human mind, the soul. Everything that we have created in the world was created by somebody's mind. So, that's how powerful this mind is. But if this mind is not taken care of, then this can become the weakest thing also on the planet. It can cry for one word. It can feel bad about one little something somebody has said, and I can hold on to it and I can be in pain forever. But this same mind has the power to remain calm, stable, and create only beautiful, right thoughts in the worst situation of life. That is our potential. That is luck capacity. We need to know what is the capacity of something, and then I see whether I'm using it up to the capacity that I have. So the capacity of the mind is it can remain stable always. The potential of the mind is it can be peaceful always. The potential of the mind is it can be happy always. So this is the capacity that I have, which means this is my stamina. But I am not experiencing that stamina. And because I did not do anything to take care of that stamina, but there are also people who cannot climb up one flight of steps without getting breathless. That's also a body. This is also a body. The potential of the body is can climb Mount Everest even if it's not physically fit. But if I don't take care of it, I cannot climb 10 steps without getting breathless. Both is my choice. Both is my choice. Similarly, our potential is to remain stable always and happy always, but I don't take care of it, then I can feel bad for one word somebody else has said. So that's where I can be, but that's where I've chosen to be. And if I continue to choose to be here, it will only drop next year. It can't increase on its own. Physical stamina doesn't increase on its own. We do something to build it up. Emotional stamina also doesn't increase on its own. We have to do something to build it up. But physical stamina will reduce on its own because of simple lifestyle creations that we have done right now. Physical stamina is reducing day by day. So the only thing we have to do today to solve every question that was written there is start prioritizing taking care of the mind. It was never on our agenda because probably we didn't need it earlier because it was working fine. It's like some part of your life is going on fine, then it's not on your agenda to take care of it because it's working fine. So why should it be on our agenda? But now, if it is troubling me, if it is not the best that it can be, then it has to be put on my agenda that I have to take care of this part of my life. And putting it on the agenda also means start giving it attention. And to start giving it attention, I have to start giving it time. So, prioritizing taking care of my mind has to first be given time. Time. We seem to have time for everything else. But when it comes to for our mind, we said, oh, no, 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 no time for all this, but there's so much else to do. Because we thought just sitting like this in silence is such a waste of time. Such a waste of time. I could do so much work in the meantime. So we have engaged ourselves in the outer world, doing a lot. We're doing for our children, we're doing for our body, we're doing for our workplace, we're doing for family, we're doing for friends, we're doing for strangers, we're doing for everybody, but we're not doing anything for our mind. So, anybody who wants to build up the stamina, first thing will have to commit to themselves. Without that, you're not moving ahead at all. Nobody can do it. You will have to commit to yourself. I'm ready to give myself 30 minutes every day. Minimum. Minimum. I'm ready to give myself 30 minutes every day to build up this health and this stamina. Because if I don't do that, then it's only going to dip. And the reason why it's going to dip, it was our emotional health was different before COVID. Our emotional health is different after COVID. And things don't seem to be getting better right now on the planet. Something or the other is happening in some part of the world. And because of which the vibration on the planet is not the highest version. There is war, there is disease, there is natural calamities, there are so many things happening. And that is why there is an energy of pain. And so, uncertainty in the world demands a strong mind. A strong mind. It may not be global, it may not be country, but it can suddenly happen in my life. We are going through a period of uncertainty, but right now everything is fine. 10 minutes, something has happened. So, is my mind equipped to be able to handle a situation that I was not prepared for suddenly if it comes into my life, my family, my workplace? Do I have that strength to be able to cope with anything? Anything can happen. We are living right now where right now I'm fine. 10 minutes later, I come to know I have a disease. Right now, everybody is fine. Next minute, somebody is unwell. Today, everyone is fine. 6 months later, you come to know there is a mental health issue. So, there are a lot of uncertain things. So, at least one person is needed in every family who's going to become the powerhouse of the family. the radiator of power to the rest of the family. So that's your second priority. It should be your priority now. You are the nurturer of the house. You are the nurturer of the family. And the nurturer of the family will need to now nurture with power. Nurture with power. You are parenting. So parenting will now require power. It will not now require only the best education, the best food, the best house. All that is important, but all that we already have. We already have. But the one thing that children need right now is emotional strength. And now who will give it to them? From where is it going to come? It can't be bought. You can't buy it and give it to them. So you'll need to create it to give it to them. So put that as your prime responsibility now, that I have to give power to my family. I have to give emotional strength to my family, not just to myself, but to my entire family. Somebody has to earn it for the house. Like we earn money, everybody else benefits at home with that. So we have to create emotional strength. And what does it mean to be the powerhouse for the family is, come any situation, we need one person in every house who remains absolutely stable in that situation. Come any scene of life, and we need one person in the house who will think absolutely very, 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 not just peaceful and powerful, but extremely positive. In the worst situation, we need one person in every house who can be calm even in a crisis. We need one person in a house who can just keep silent even if the other person is reacting. And then that creates the calm in the house. But if one reacts and the other one also reacts and the second one again reacts and the third one again reacts, then for the smallest of situation, there is chaos in the house. There is a lot of turbulent energy in the house. And that turbulent energy depletes the emotional health of every family member. So just reflect on your energy at home. Just reflect on your family life. What's the energy in your house on a daily basis? Once in a while something happens, still okay. But if it happens, how long does it last? If there's an argument, if there's a difference of opinion, if there is getting angry with each other, how long does it last? And how often does it happen? So you will have to evaluate that, and you will have to become the instrument who says, okay, this needs to change. This needs to change. Because every time that happens, the energy of your house dips. And when the energy of your house dips, the energy of your children dips, and the energy of every person living in that house dips. It's like depleting. When we pray in the house, when we meditate, the energy of the house increases. Even if one person does it, the energy of the house increases, everybody else benefits over there. Everybody else will come and say, oh, I'm feeling very nice today in this house. I'm feeling very calm. I'm feeling very peaceful. It's because somebody took up the responsibility to change the energy of the house. They sang hymns, they said prayers, they did mantra, they did meditation. You raised the energy of the house, but you had to take out time to do that. It was not happening on its own. You took out time to do that. You created those high energy words. It raised the energy of the house. Somebody else benefited from that. So one person does it, other people benefit. Similarly, if two people are having an argument, are shouting, are screaming, two people may spoil the energy of the house, but everybody else's mind will get depleted because of that. So this way or that way. What we do with our mind, it affects everybody else in the house. What we do with our body, it affects only one person. If you eat unhealthy food, only one body will get affected. Everybody else can have their own lifestyle. If you exercise and strengthen your body, only one body will benefit. Everybody else has to do it for themselves. But when it comes to the mind, if one person becomes toxic, everybody else in the house will get affected. If one person becomes powerful, everybody else in the house will strengthen. So when you're taking out that time for yourself, you have to remember, not just I benefit, not just I benefit, everyone else is going to benefit. So one person's investment, return is for everyone else. For everyone else. And then return is not just in the house. If you're working, where you go, the team you have, the people you have around you, everyone will start benefiting because you took out 30 minutes for yourself. So the power of taking out time for the mind is multifold. We take out so much time for the body. Only one person benefits. Of course, it's very important. We have to do it. But only one person benefits. You go and exercise, everybody else in your house doesn't get good health because of that. Everybody has to take out that time. But you meditate in the house, everybody will benefit. So we see at every center, every family, one person comes first. They start meditating, then they start doing it every day at home. Now, that does two things. One, it changes the energy of the house. It's like one agarbatti in one corner of the house. Nobody even knows where that agarbatti is in the house. It's somewhere in the house, but that one agarbatti in one corner of the house is just changing the vibration, is just changing the fragrance, is just changing the emotions. Everything it is healing. It's one corner of the house. So you are going to be that one agarbatti. One. You will be in one corner of the house. People will not know why they are feeling better. The other day, I was in a program and there was a cancer surgeon, and he comes up on stage and he says, my wife has been coming here for the last 5 years and I have changed. So everybody looked at him and said, like, okay, so that means you've also been coming. He said, no, I've come here first time today. And then he says, I firmly believe in the present time, everybody needs to meditate. But I strongly believe with experience that even if one person in the house does it, other people will change because that's the power. That's the power. So we need to promise ourselves today that we are not just doing this for ourselves. It is strengthening every member in that house, and most important, the children who are growing up in a very different era, and in your case, in a different country, in a different culture. So, all the more important. We cannot just live in thing and saying, oh, we are far away from our culture. That doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. Even if you're in India right now, you still have to work on yourself equally that much. Doesn't matter. But if we have chosen to be in another country, if we have chosen that our children are going to be exposed to a different culture, it doesn't matter at all. But then we also have to choose that we have to empower them while they're going to be there. That is also our responsibility. That is our moral responsibility for ourselves. So, first and foremost, first step, whatever emotions I'm creating, whether it is stress, whether it's irritation, whether it's anger, whether it is happiness, whether it is peace, whether it's love, whichever emotion I'm creating, normally we find ourselves saying that I'm feeling like that because of something happening around me. So if somebody had to ask you, why are you feeling so happy today? I will say, because so and so thing happened. So I will always have something on my mind which says, this happened, so I'm feeling happy today. So similarly, when somebody is going to come and say, why are you looking so upset today? I said, because this happened. So something happens outside and I feel something inside. And I have created this connection now, which is saying, because this happened, so I'm feeling like this. When this gets okay, my feeling will change. So this is called emotional dependence. So you can put that as your keyword. Today we are emotionally dependent. And then you can keep on making a list and keep on adding to that list. What all am I emotionally dependent on? Which means which scene in my life, which person in my life, which person's behavior in my life, and my mind gets affected. It's not necessary in a low manner. Even if I'm feeling very nice about something, what is that thing in my life for which I'm feeling very happy about right now? It's something outside. But if I continue living like this, saying, I'm feeling like this because this happened, I'm feeling like this because this happened, I'm feeling like this because this happened, then I have created a coding which says everything that's happening here is because of something that's happening outside. This is emotional dependence. Now, as long as things outside are going more or less fine, and I am obviously feeling more or less okay because of that, that was okay. It was fine to be emotionally dependent. We could manage. But when everything outside is not perfect, and then my mind starts becoming dependent on that, then my mind is not going to be in the happiest version. So the time has come to shift from emotional dependence to emotional independence. It is like walking up the steps. Actually, I should be just able to jump up the steps. That's my stamina. I should also have the stamina that I can skip one step and keep jumping. That's my stamina. But gradually, I started holding on to the railing and started walking. And I thought that's fine now. The railing is there. Why can't I hold on to it and walk? But dhire dhire I got affected to that. I got connected to that railing. And now I'm not able to walk without leaving that railing. That is called physical dependence. Physical dependence. But that when I was using that railing to keep walking up, what I didn't realize is I was losing my strength to be able to jump up. And then very soon I saw other people also holding the railing and walking up. And I thought that this is only normal way of living. Everybody is walking this way. But it was okay till the railing was strong. At least I could hold on to it and I could reach the top. But what if that railing starts shaking? What if that railing starts breaking? What am I going to hold on to there? So, as long as the world was more or less perfect, people around you were more or less fine, if you're dependent on them, it's still okay. But when everything there is shaking and you're going to make your mind depend on that, then the mind cannot be its happiest self. So, the first step, shifting to emotional independence. It is the truth that our mind is choosing how to respond in every situation. Situation is outside. Think of any situation in your life right now. Any situation, the smallest scene to the biggest crisis. Both everything is outside. Even the health of your body is outside. Outside means I am here, this energy. This is outside of me. This is the body. So every situation is outside of me. Situation may be perfect, situation may not be perfect. Just think of the last time you got upset, or just think of the last time that you got angry or you got irritated. There was a situation, there was a person. That person did not behave properly. Somebody did not do the work properly. It's a situation, it's outside. Situation is not perfect. Agreed. Person was wrong. Agreed. But the person is outside. Did the person decide how I'm going to feel about what they did? No. I chose how to respond. And you can choose different responses. One could be just be silent, let them finish what they're doing. Second could be create little irritation in the mind, but be quiet here. That is one more response. Third option could be say two, three words and then keep quiet. Fourth option could be get angry and shout a little. Fourth option. Fifth option, scream for half an hour about that topic. Sixth option, cry about that topic. Seventh option, spoil the whole day for that topic. Eighth option, it happened last year, but I still remember it because I've still held on to it. Everything is an option. Situation is just one. Person is just one. Person's behavior is just one. I have all these options how to respond. So, who's going to decide how I'm going to respond? Who's going to decide can I keep quiet? Can I just remain silent? Can I just say my prayers while something wrong is happening around me? Can I just meditate? Can I just send them good energy? Or can I cry? Can I shout? Can I scream? Can I stop talking then to them for a few days? Which of these options am I going to choose? Who decides that? Is it the situation who will decide that? Is it the person who will decide that? No, I am choosing. I am choosing. So now look at your personality. Analyze yourself, evaluate yourself that lately which option have I been using. But mostly what happens is when I choose any of those reactions, I say, oh, but they did that today. How could they do this? So we are blaming the question in the exam paper. It doesn't matter which question comes in your exam paper. Giving the right answer is our responsibility. Giving the right answer. So it doesn't matter who did what. Important is how did I respond? But why should I respond peacefully? Is the question. When other people have behaved wrongly, why can I not just shout about it? Why can I not just cry about it? Why can I not scream about it? Why do I have to keep quiet and let go? Because that is going to build up my strength. That is going to build up my strength. Every time I'm going to react, I'm only going to deplete my power. Every time I'm going to shout, it's only going to become my habit. And then I'm going to shout for the smallest of scenes of life because now that has become my nature. It has become my nature. So, how you are going to respond to a scene very soon becomes your nature, which in Hindi we call sanskar. In Telugu also in word must be the same only, I think. It is your sanskar, it is your nature, it is your habit. It's like you eat a particular way, it becomes your habit. Similarly, you speak a particular way, it becomes your habit. And similarly, you think a particular way, do it multiple times, and it becomes your habit. So even if I have been getting entangled and arguing and shouting for the last 10 years of my life, today I decide I will start changing. I will start changing. And that does not make me weak if I remain silent. It only makes me stronger because I'm not wasting energy. I'm not wasting energy. Getting angry and reacting means suddenly just throwing out all the happiness that I have, all the power that I have. And okay, chalo, I'm not shouting, I'm not screaming, but I'm crying within. And I just cannot stop. I'm just crying inside. Even if I'm not crying here, nobody can see that I'm crying. But in my mind, I'm crying. And that's also depleting power. So visualize this like a battery. There's a battery here. That's soul power. How I respond to scenes of life will either deplete that battery or it will energize that battery. Choice is mine. Choice is mine. If you deplete your battery, you have no strength to give to your children. You have no energy to give to your family. You can cook for them, you can take care of, you can do everything physical, but emotionally you will not have the right energy to give it to them. But if you strengthen yourself, you charge that battery, your power is radiating power to them. Once you start creating this habit of responding peacefully in every scene, if they have a crisis in their life, you will be peaceful even that time because that's become your habit. Now, some people will say, but why should I be peaceful every time? Then other people will take benefit. Other people are not taking any benefit of us. They are doing what they are doing. And being peaceful doesn't mean anybody's going to come and exploit you. It just means I don't waste my energy just because you are throwing out your energy. You do what you want with your life. I'm not going to throw out all the energy that it's like somebody's wasting their money. I should also waste my money for them. No, you're wasting your money. I'll save my money because the house needs that money. So if one person in the house is wasting money, then the other person in the house will save money so that that money can be used by the family. Similarly, if one person in the house is wasting energy, the other person should save energy so that the children will get that energy. So in this, there is no question of ego which says, why do I have to do it every time? I have to do it because I have the power to do it. And when I keep doing, very soon the other person will realize that they also have the power to do it because your vibration will start giving them strength. It will start giving them power. And if you start saving your energy in one particular habit, let's say anger is my habit, or getting irritated is my habit, or just grumbling and talking like that, aisa kyu, why like this, why like this, why did, if this is my habit, and I just work on one habit and I start charging my battery, my other habits will start changing because I suddenly have the strength. It's like physically. If I just work on one part of my life, other part of my life automatically starts falling into place. So if I have a habit of fear, if I have a habit of jealousy, if I have a habit of hurt, but I just start working on my anger, I save my energy. My habit of fear, anger automatically start getting taken care of because I've just built up my energy. So this is one battery. It is not multiple batteries. It is one battery. You conserve this energy in one scene of life. You have that energy in the other scene of life. Suppose you have an issue at home, you conserve your energy there. You go to work, you'll have the power to face the situation at work because it's your power. So, why should I be the one who just keeps quiet? Why should I be the one who should adjust? Why should I be the one who should tolerate? It's because it gives me strength. It's not a weakness, it's strength. It is amazing strength to be able to do that. We don't get exploited, but we can tolerate. It's very easy. And simply tolerate because we understand that the other person who is reacting or who is not behaving right is actually emotionally unwell. That is why they are behaving like that. They are not doing anything wrong to me. They are emotionally unwell. They are not happy in life. That is why they are behaving like this. Now, if somebody was physically, let's say your husband is physically unwell, or your child, or anybody at home is physically unwell, do we compete with them that you're physically unwell, so why should I take care of you? No, it comes natural to us. If someone is physically unwell, we'll take care of them. If someone is emotionally unwell, we need to take care of them. And the easiest way is just take care of yourself. Because if one person reacts and the other person also reacts, then this person reacts even more, then this person even reacts, then everybody in the house gets affected. If one person takes charge, everyone is saved. Everyone is saved. So we have good enough reasons why we need to be taking care of ourselves. So first you write down that I am going to shift to emotional independence. Second down, you write down that I am the creator of my every thought and feeling. So from today, we will change our vocabulary. We will not say, I'm feeling like this because of. That line has to go. Whatever, and whatever means whatever is happening outside. What I'm feeling is because I have created that thought. So just sit down with a piece of paper and write out your thought. What is your mind saying? And you will see that you are creating that thought. And then you can ask yourself, can I change this thought? And start. And just think as if you're talking to a friend. And suppose your friend had to say, you know what, my husband said this to me today, my husband did this, my child spoke like this. What do you say to your friends? You say, it's okay. They said they must be upset. Why are you feeling bad? You're not like that. 2 minutes में you will counsel them and their mood will change. Why can't we do it for ourselves? That is meditation. Counseling ourselves, taking care of ourselves, healing our own mood. That is meditation. When we talk to other people, we heal their moods. When we talk to ourselves, we will heal our mood. So put that as priority. So the next thing that you're going to write is that I am the creator of my every thought and emotion. So whatever you're feeling, don't allow your mind to say it's happening because of them. You say, no, I am creating it. So one mantra, I am creating this. Anger, I am creating. Hurt, I am creating. Fear, I am creating. Happiness, I am creating. Peace, I am creating. Jealousy, I am creating. I am creating. It is not because of, nothing because of. I am creating. So this is personal responsibility. And because I am creating, I have a choice. I can create something else. It's like the food in your house. You are cooking. Because you are cooking, you have a choice. You decide the menu, but you choose carefully. You cook healthy. Everyone in the house is going to be healthy because you have chosen the menu carefully. But if you just keep saying, oh, but they like this, they like that, so I will cook that. No, but that's not going to give good health to everybody else. So you are the creator. So today, only one step we will work on in the beginning. Even if I get hurt, no problem. Even if I cry, no problem. But I'm not to say they hurt me. I'm not going to say they are the cause of my pain. Say I created this. I. The minute we say I did it, power comes back. But if we say they are the cause, we just live like a victim to their behavior. And we continue to live in pain. And we continue to say, this is my life. Because of them, I have to live like this. No. So I am doing it. Only so 1 week we have to only do this. Only 1 week we will only do this. We will not create any change in ourselves. We will only create this one change. Because of them? No. Because of me. I am creating this and I have a choice to change. 1 week only this homework. Only one homework. Just shifting from dependency to personal responsibility and to gently remind yourself, I have a choice. Even simply if I do get hurt or if I get angry, no problem. But after that also, I have a choice. How long to remain hurt? How long to remain angry? That also have a choice. When they come back in the evening or when we meet all of each other in the evening, it's my choice. Should I hold on to that morning anger and hurt and remain quiet and not properly talk in the evening? Or in the evening, I can be as if nothing happened today in the morning. Simple. That's also my choice. Okay, chalo, something happened in the evening. Tomorrow morning, I have a choice. Can I just be normal and happy as if nothing happened? Or I can just sulk because I have carried forward what happened yesterday. Every step, I have a choice. So keep on using this word. I have a choice. I have a choice. I have a choice. But they did not talk properly to me. Tell yourself, I have a choice. But they shouted at me, tell yourself, but I have a choice. So every time when you will remind yourself, I have a choice, I have a choice, I have a choice, your mind will start choosing wisely. And that choosing wisely will allow you to start shifting from that stress and that anger to being happy. Happy doesn't mean excitement. Nothing has to happen in the world for us to be happy. Happy only means creating right thoughts, even in the toughest situations of life. If we want, we can be calm and peaceful and happy in the toughest scene of life. And if we don't take care, we can be stressed, anxious, even if everything is happening perfect in life. Nowadays, in every program, I ask, who wants happiness? Everybody raises their hand. Everybody. In any part of the world, in any country. Everybody raises their hand. We want happiness. Then I ask them why. There's some problem going on in your life. No, nothing like that. Everything is okay. So without any problem, why are you not happy? Why are you not happy? So I have seen three eras. One era where people had problems, really tough situations, but they were emotionally strong. So they did not raise their hand, I want happiness. They said, oh, we are all fine, even though life was not perfect. Then came the second era where we said that this problem is in my life. That's why I'm not happy. When this problem gets sorted, I'll be fine. And now we've come to the third era where there's no problem, but I'm still not happy. This is how weakness happens. This is how we shifted from strength to weakness. Earlier we had the strength. So even in a crisis, we were fine, we were powerful. With all our lifestyle changes and living like a victim to situation, we reached a stage, no, but there is such a big problem in my life. How can I be happy? But then we were not happy while the problem was there. Problem gone, we were fine. Now we've reached a stage, no problem. Everything is okay at home. Then why you're not happy? Don't know. Because dependency became increased. So the first step only is I am the creator of the emotion. I have a choice. Only this is going to be the mantra for the next 1 week, 10 days. Every time your mind is criticizing somebody, sit and tell yourself, I have a choice. Your mind is gossiping about somebody, sit yourself, tell yourself, I have a choice. Because what I'm doing, is it charging my battery? Is it depleting my battery? I have a choice. I have a choice. So once you just take that line, you're shifting from blame to reminding ourselves completely my creation. Completely my creation. Now, third thing, once I understood I have a choice, then the third thing I start doing is start shifting from that lower energy. Okay, very good. Somebody said, how will we know which is the right choice? Okay, very good. Let's start making a list on your paper or on your chat box, wherever. Let's make 2 columns. What is right choice? Okay, so I'll keep saying a few emotions. You place it in the wrong choice and the right choice, or the unhealthy choice or the healthy choice, or the uncomfortable choice and the comfortable choice. So the first one is stress. Where are you going to write it? And the opposite of stress is calm, peaceful. Second one is anger. Opposite of that is compassion, empathy, just giving blessings to the other person, only in your mind. Third one is criticism. So, what is the right choice? Just look at something good in the other person. You can give advice to the other person. You can give directions, you can give discipline, but just criticizing them in our mind, criticizing them to other people, talking ill about them, highlighting their weaknesses, it might not harm them that much, but it's depleting my battery. So this side, the uncomfortable side, depletes my battery, and the comfortable side is going to charge my battery. So right, the opposite of criticism is see the goodness in everybody, and for that one sanskar or that one behavior which you feel is not right, send blessing to them. Send blessings to them. Then worry. Which side will worry come? Just simply worrying. for our children, for our family, for our work, for the country, for the world. What will happen? This is happening. What is the future? How will it go? Just worrying. Nothing else. Just sitting and thinking that particular kind of vocabulary. It's going to deplete the battery. Opposite side. Take care, take care, but create only the right thoughts for everything happening around you. So, for example, saying, what will happen to my children? What will they do next year? You just have to create a shift the thought to nothing but the perfect will happen for them. Everything that's going to happen with them is going to be perfect. This is also a thought, that is also a thought. Nothing has happened right now. We're only creating a thought about what is going to happen. But if I create a thought, what will happen? Will everything will be right? Will they get admission? Will they go there? Will they get married? Will they be healthy? If we just keep on creating those thoughts, our battery is getting depleted. That vibration is reaching them. It depletes their battery. Instead of that, you create a thought, everything is perfect. They will get admission in the perfect college, which is the right place for them, and they will always be perfect and healthy. This is also a thought. That is also a thought. This one is energizing, that is depleting. So we shift from worry to taking care. But taking care means energizing. Energizing. Then complaining. Unhealthy habit. Complaining. This is not right, that is not right, this should be not like this should not be like this, they shouldn't have done this, they should have done this. Deplete your battery. Shift to gratitude. Early morning, start your day with gratitude. Just say thank you for everything in life. First, say thank you to God. Start your first thought is with gratitude to the Supreme Power. First thought, even before you've opened your eyes completely. When the mind wakes up, eyes may still be closed, but the mind wakes up. First thought should be the highest vibrational thought. It should be gratitude for the Supreme Power. First thought. Second thought, gratitude to your mind and body. Shukriya, thank you. It's going to do so much work for you today, your mind and body. Third thought, gratitude to all the people in your life, everyone. Fourth thought, gratitude to nature, gratitude to the water that is there in your tap this morning. We take everything so much for granted. Tomorrow morning, if there's no water in the tap, we have lots to complain about. But every day when there is water, have we creating gratitude? So just begin your morning by creating gratitude. Automatically complaining will finish. So gratitude is going to charge the battery, complaining is going to discharge the battery. So keep on making this list. Getting hurt is on the discharging side. Forgiving people, forgiving and letting go, like it's over. Chalo, let's get back to normal. It will energize the battery. So we know which is the right choice. We know which is the healthy choice. And the more we will think of it, the more we will get our answers that this is healthy. So, like we choose our diet carefully, we not need to start choosing our choices of how to think. How to think. And if you're still not getting the answer, just pause and say, if this was somebody else's problem, what advice would have I given them? That will be your right choice. That will be your right choice because we always give good answers to other people. So keep on making this list. So it is jealousy will come on left side, on the right side it will come. Give blessings to people who are being successful. Give blessings to people who are doing well in every aspect of their life. The more you will give blessings to them, the more your battery will get charged, the more jealousy will finish. Okay, somebody says, but sometimes people, family take it as an advantage because we are being taken for granted. What is the meaning of being taken for granted? We have to think about this thing also. So, taken for granted means that, okay, however I behave, you're going to behave nicely. Because you behave nicely once, you behave nicely a second time, you behave nicely a third time. So, I take it for granted that you will always behave nicely. So, it's good, right, to be taken for granted like that. You've reached somewhere where someone can say, oh, she always behaves nicely, even if we behave wrong. It doesn't mean you have to get exploited. You can be peaceful, calm, powerful, and say what you want to say. You can say what you want to say, but that saying has to be right energy, right words. But we don't have to react to say what we have to say. I can say it very peacefully. That is the practice. Taken for granted means somebody is exploiting us, repeatedly misbehaving. You can say it peacefully to them also, na? You don't have to do it by shouting and screaming. That doesn't get good result for anybody. And suppose the other person changes or the other person doesn't change. If the other person doesn't change, so I should get weak because of that? How does that benefit me? How does that? And when somebody is repeatedly behaving in a wrong manner, and I also keep creating pain and hurt, then my vibrations reach to them and they get only weaker. They will only get weaker. So there is no point. If at a point you feel that, oh, there's no point talking to them, we just don't come up to a solution, stop talking about that topic. You meditate on that topic for them. Because sometimes communication is not effective from here. Communication is effective from here. You are telling your child a particular thing, the child is not listening. You have been saying it every single day, that child is not listening because of whatever their habit or their company or the friends or the peer pressure, whatever. You may be asking them not to take a particular substance, they are not listening. You're asking them to not dress up in a particular way, they are not listening. You ask them to not be with a particular friend, they are not listening. You can't go on arguing about it every single day. It doesn't create any happiness in the house. The more we will argue, the more they will move away. The more they will be more stubborn to do what they have. When you learn meditation now, you will learn another way of communication. And that way of communication is sending the message from here. Sending the message from here. And sending it every single day to them. Every single day to them. When we speak from here, our ego is also there in between, and the one who's listening to us, their ego is also there. And when ego and ego talks to each other, good results don't come mostly. So meditation teaches us the method to start sending messages from here, which means use your mind power to send the message. And when you start using that mind power, your mind power increases and other person gets influenced by vibration because you have bypassed the ego and just hit at the soul, not to the role and not to ego. So those are deeper levels, but it's easy to do. It's easy to do it. So if people take us for granted, that's good. Congratulations for that. But people can take us for granted that I'll remain happy, peaceful, but they cannot exploit us. Because when you're calm and peaceful, it is not weakness, it is strength, and strength cannot be exploited. Weakness can be exploited, strength cannot be exploited. So start. This cannot be done in 1 hour. This is a long journey. It has to start with experimentation. Do one thing, work on that, do the next thing, work on that. And the third thing we have to start doing is simple lifestyle changes to make this easier. So write down the formula of stress is equal to pressure divided by resilience. Pressure divided by resilience. Pressure is what's coming from outside. Situation is a pressure, body health is a pressure, people's behavior is a pressure. Anything happening from outside is pressure. Resilience is my inner power to face that situation. Like exam for a child is a pressure. But stress is not equal to exam. Stress is equal to exam divided by resilience of the child. So same exam, different children will have different stress, but the exam is the same for everybody. Everybody's resilience is different. So we are working on that denominator that is resilience. And when we will choose the right emotions, we are building up the denominator. We are strengthening the denominator. In the coming times, pressure will increase. And if we just allow it to go on increasing and we say stress is equal to pressure, then our stress will never reduce. And that is why, because last few decades we kept saying stress is normal, stress is normal, stress is normal, today we've created an era where mental health issues are becoming normal. Because first it remains at the level of pain, then it goes to a level of disease. You see? So we want to save it from going to a disease. You will have to heal it at the level of pain. So stress is equal to pressure divided by resilience. Pressure is not going to reduce. It's not in our hand. Resilience is in our hand, the denominator. And when we are going to shift to this right side, resilience is going to increase. Simple lifestyle changes which we need to make. First thing, content consumption. If I want to build up my resilience, I will have to de-addict from technology. I will use technology, but I will not be addicted to it. I will use my phone, but I will not keep consuming from it because it is that consumption which has weakened the mind. Fundamental reason. There is just no other reason on the planet. That is the reason. So you can create a graph of your mind health before technology got all this phone and internet and laptop, because we are still that generation who has lived our life without all that, and we can see what our mind was that time. So we are the generation who saw the time without phone, computer, internet. Then we are the generation who got our phone, internet, and we were still fine when all that came. Then we are a generation which we saw ourselves consuming content from the phone. Then we are the generation who saw social media and content consumption increasing. And we are a generation who's seeing the quality of content going really, really low, because the more people consume, the more the creator is going to create. But they cannot create too much healthy content because healthy content has less consumers. It's like healthy food has less people. Junk food, tasty food, chatpat food, more people. Similarly for content. But then that junk food is not healthy. So junk content is not healthy. So any content which is of the left hand side, which means content of lust, ego, anger, violence, terror, fear, criticism, comparison, validation needed. All social media is all about validation needed from the world. People's comments, people's reviews about me, how many people liked what I did, what I said. All this validation problem has increased from that time onwards. So, if I want to strengthen my mind, I will have to first change the diet of my mind, and the diet of my mind is content. So, just for 1 month, now we finish Diwali, we better create one change in ourselves. And that one change is we will not consume lower energy content for 1 month. 1 month, no content of terror, no content of crime, no content of lust, ego, criticism, shouting, screaming, nothing. 1 month. You do for 1 month, 1 month later, you're going to be a happier version of yourself. Just 1 month of diet change. 1 month of mindlessly scrolling like this, just going, sitting, scrolling, seeing this, then seeing the next thing, seeing the next thing. So, first, restricting quantity, how much we consume in a day. Second, checking quality. Quality. So, just change the diet of your mind. To get a healthy body, we first have to work on the diet of the body. To have a healthy mind, we have to work on the diet of the mind. And diet of the mind is content. So one is restricting how much content I consume during the day. Second is what is the quality of content I consume during the day. And the third is add at least 15, 20, 30 minutes of healthy content. Healthy content. That is where spirituality plays a very important role. So I restrict the left hand side column content and I integrate the right hand side column content. So spirituality will give me content about peace, about happiness, about gratitude, about forgiveness, about meditation, about sending blessings to people. Now, first day, it might seem very difficult for me, but I will just keep consuming it. I will keep listening to it. I will keep watching it, keep reading it. Second day, third day, 10 days, 15 days, 1 month, it will just start coming easy to me simply because I was consuming it. You are what you are watching, reading, and listening. You are. So just change what you're watching, reading, listening, and you will change as a person. There is really no problem with the mind. The mind is the same. It is just that we have been giving it a wrong diet. So, and if one person in the house changes and does it, soon you will be able to influence your children to change their content. Soon you will be able to influence them because they will see the difference in you. So, first responsibility, change content, restrict content, make it a habit, experiment this and see that once you are at home in the evening, or let's say once the family is at home in the evening, just you, one person in the family, keep aside your phone. Keep it aside and use it like a landline, in one corner. If it rings, we will go pick it up, talk, put it back. But we're not going to sit like this, doing like this in front of family. One person needs to start doing this at home. Just be available. Sitting there even while other people are staring at their phone. Sit there. One person will have to start doing it. Just sit there, keep looking at them staring at the phone. Very soon, one more person will start looking at you. And then very soon, the third person will start looking at you. Things will start changing. If we don't, our personal relationships at home are getting affected because we are at home but not at home. We are at home, but we're engaged with the world outside because everybody has the phone in their hand. Earlier, if there used to be any difference of opinion, if there was any argument, people would come back to normal quickly. But now, because everybody has their phone, they just sit in their own room with their phone. They're not bothered. The other person is upset, or other person is low. They will not try to make up for it. They will not try to start talking because they're busy with the phone. Earlier, we would get bored, so we'll say, Chalo, now enough, let's talk and let's eat. But now everybody has a phone. So it has a lot of impact that it is creating on an individual's mind and on the body and on the relationship. You change your content in 1 month, you will see your body health changing. Because when your mind will change, your body is the first one who's going to benefit. Then people will benefit. First, your body will benefit. Every word you are consuming is affecting your body. So I'm watching a video where somebody's shouting, screaming. It's as good as I'm shouting, screaming. That's the impact it will have on my body because I'm consuming every word. I'm consuming every emotion. So I'm experiencing that emotion. My body will get affected. So why suddenly so much disease in the world? Why? In a world which is so aware now of good diet, good exercise, why is there so much disease in the world? Because of unhealthy content. Every content I am watching, my body is consuming that. It's affected. You change your content, you will see your body changing because your mind will change. And very soon you'll realize what was I doing all this time. So for 1 month, you can uninstall some of the applications on the phone just to make it easier. Uninstall. It will be very addictive initially and you will want to go back, but all it takes is 3, 4 days and you forget about it. You forget about it. And you will realize you've just saved not only just energy, but lot of time. Lot of time. So all that it requires is becoming a master of that phone, not living like a victim to it. But second thing is integrate healthy content for at least 15, 20 minutes. Just before going to sleep, read or watch or listen to some very high vibrational content just before going to sleep. It will change the quality of your sleep because normally just before going to sleep we have time, so we keep scrolling the phone and we normally consume again some very toxic content just before going to sleep. Something that's happening in the world, some news, some serial, some movie, we're consuming just before going to sleep. That is affecting quality of sleep. That's affecting quality of sleep. So, in spite of sleeping for so many hours, we don't experience deep sleep. And that makes us irritable next morning. So, never ever consume low energy content in the night or in the morning. These are the two times when the subconscious mind is active. Cannot consume anything for time pass in these two times. But everybody sits with their phone in the night because it's like me time now. I'm so tired now, I can sit with my phone for some time. That's what the children are doing. And that is why anxiety, panic attack is increasing because they study during the day, they are busy in their work. Now, night is my time. They sit with the phone, they watch crime shows, they do all these things, and then they go to sleep. So all that crime, that terror goes into the subconscious. That is why anxiousness has increased. That is why anxiety increased. If they change this one habit, they will be empowered. What are they watching before going to sleep? Because what you watch before you go to sleep, it goes there deep inside during your sleep. So take lot of care. And first thing in the morning, of course, we don't look at the phone. That's very toxic again because the mind is energized with deep sleep and we just again feel something over there. Even not the world news. We cannot watch the world news in the night or read the world news in the night or in the morning. We want to change the world. We're not going to consume the world. So put this on your list for at least 1 month to see the change in yourself. And 10-15 minutes of healthy content in the morning, 10-15 minutes of healthy content in the night before going to sleep. First step, this is to start changing our thoughts. Second thing that we do in the morning is to meditate. It begins with just 5 minutes. It begins with even less than 5 minutes, actually, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But we learn how to do that meditation. Sister Harika will teach us in the next coming days. We learn and we start. It's like just bending and touching your toes. First time is just for half a minute, second time is just for 1 minute, next time it is for 2 minutes. It's not for half an hour, it's just for a few minutes. Then in the day, we just pause for 1 minute and just do it again, again another 1 minute. Just 2 to 3 minutes of meditation to begin with, but in the morning and before going to sleep. Before going to sleep. This is those two things. Somebody asked, what's healthy content? Healthy content is content about mm, content which is teaching us how to be happy, content which is teaching us how to be peaceful, content which is encouraging us to forgive people, to bless people, to let go of what we are carrying, content which is teaching us how to bless people instead of being jealous of them. That kind of content. That's why we call it spiritual content, because spirituality teaches us to create our best, pure, divine personality. So, spiritual content, whatever you like, you choose, but it has to have high vibrational content. It has to go up like that. So, we will learn meditation. That will be the second thing that we will do. Third thing is the food we eat. The gut and the mind is connected. If you see uh, why so many children are feeling all this panic, anxiety, lots to do with their food. If the gut is not clean, which means we are eating more of junk food, we're eating more of all this white flour, and this is not healthy food. And if the gut over a period of time is not cleaned in the sense that it just layers and layers of heavy to digest material, but just keeps sticking to the gut, the mind is getting affected. We have seen people, they change their diet, their depression, anxiety starts getting healed because their gut got fine. The mind gets. So, science has proved today that the mind and the gut is connected. It's like a line between the stomach and the mind. If the mind is stressed, stomach gets upset. And if the stomach is not fine, mind gets upset. They both are connected. They both are connected. So, going back to eating healthy food and going back to experimenting with a plant-based diet. Animal product is not good. Not for the body, not for the mind also. Not for the body because it's very heavy to digest, and so over a period of time, it just keeps depositing in the intestine wall. That is how it starts troubling the gut. So that's animal-based product nutrition-wise. Vibrationally, vibrations of fear, pain, anger, helplessness. What would be the vibration in a slaughterhouse? What would be the vibration of an animal just before the animal is going to get slaughtered? Fear, anxiety, helplessness, then violence, then death. This cannot give mind or body health. So, experimenting with a plant based diet for 1 month, experimenting with only home cooked food for 1 month, and then experimenting while cooking. You say your prayers or you meditate while cooking. While cooking, you will change the energy of the house. You will change the energy of every mind in the house. The power is in the kitchen. Kitchen can actually change people's lives, not just physically, but emotionally. So if you're cooking for your family, play high energy content while you're cooking. Play your bhajan, play mantra, play anything, whatever is high energy words while you're cooking. And when you learn to meditate, you meditate for a few minutes while you're cooking. And then after the food is ready, just like have all the food there and just focused meditate for 3-4 minutes just with all the food there. And then sister will teach you to put specific intention in the food for your family. And you will very soon start seeing the change of that in your every family member. So content, meditation, food, and right sleeping time. Right sleeping time. So going back to sleeping early and waking up early and sleeping early with a calm, peaceful mind. So irrespective of whatever happened during the day, forgive people before going to sleep. seek forgiveness, at least in your mind, from people before going to sleep, which means clean your mind before going to sleep. If you go to sleep with all that happened during the day, the hurt, the this, that, then that's also going to go deep into the subconscious. And then that will be increased in the morning when we wake up. So clean and clear before going to sleep. Write it out. Keep a diary for yourself and write it out. Forgive before going to sleep. If I have not been right, I seek forgiveness before going to sleep. Even if it's just in the mind, I don't even have to talk to the other person. So basically, like how we take a shower for the body before going to sleep, it's very energizing. Similarly, shower for the mind. And that's why we meditate for a few minutes before we go to sleep. We meditate for a few minutes before we go to sleep. Then we can also write our set of powerful thoughts, which we can repeat just before we go to sleep till we learn meditation in the next week or so. So we can write a few thoughts right now, because whatever we think is what we start becoming. What I think, I become, which is called affirm, and it will become your reality. It will manifest. So people use the power of affirmation and manifestation to create something in life. We will use that power to create something here. Here. So the first thought, I'm a powerful being. I am a powerful being. And I'm a powerful being means I'm always calm and stable in every situation. I'm a powerful being. Second, I'm always happy. I'm always happy. Third, I'm calm and stable in every situation. I'm calm and stable in every situation. Fourth, I accept people. People accept me. I accept people. People accept me. My every relationship is in harmony. My every relationship is in harmony. Past is past. I forgive. I release. I let go. I forgive. I release. I let go. I send blessings to them. Past is past. I release. I forgive. I let go. I send blessings to them. My body is perfect and healthy always. My body is perfect and healthy always. In case there is any health issue, then we write a separate thought for that. So, for example, suppose diabetes, then I will write a separate thought for that. My sugar levels are normal, and write your normal level. Not the level which you are right now if you have diabetes, but my sugar levels are normal. If I have high blood pressure, then I write my blood pressure is normal, 120/80. So that way. So write it's normal and write the normal figure. The normal figure. Your every thought will reach your body and the body will start working towards it with, of course, the right diet and exercise. Right thought is very important. Then you can create a thought for anything that's happening in your life, in your situations, for your children, for your family. Vocabulary is very important. The thought has to be what you want the result to be. Let's say, uh, simple example, your child is not studying for exam tomorrow. You will say, my child is studying more than their capacity. So the thought has to be what you want the reality to be and say it is already happening. And that's when you radiate that vibration. So if a body is unwell, I will say my body is perfect healthy. I am stressed, I will say I'm always happy. I get hurt, I say I'm very powerful. So don't repeat what is going on now. Repeat what you want should happen. And the vocabulary is it is already happening and it will start happening. Because what I think, I speak is what becomes. That is what it will be. So you can use it for any situation in your life. You can use it for any situation in your family's life. You can do it for your children, even if they don't agree to do it. And the last thought that you have to write, God's power and blessings is a circle of protection around me. Draw a nice white light energy circle around your body like this. God's power and blessings all around like this, one circle. So you're enveloping yourself, surrounding yourself with a higher energy circle. The divine power and blessings is a circle of protection around me. I am safe. My life is perfect. Every day create this blessing. My life is perfect. Everything that's happening is perfect. Everything is happening at the right time, in the right manner. And gradually, this doesn't become just a set of 8, 10 thoughts. It starts becoming my way of thinking, my way of speaking. Then I talk like that only. And very soon my destiny starts becoming that way. So, in the coming week, Sister will share with us the date and time. We will take out a little time and learn the next step, which is of how to meditate. It's a tool which is power, but it is something which we all need to learn now. And most important is um, to go to the nearest meditation center, because sometimes when we try to do it at home, it's a little tough initially because the energy in the house is different. I don't know how to do it. I'm just learning. So it can be little tough in the beginning because just the energy around me is not allowing me to do it. So, but if initially we go to the center for some time and we do it in the vibrations of the center, we get that energy, it gives us the support system. Then doing it at home becomes very easy after that. So it's like going to school for some time. Then you will be able to study at home also. But initially, your child starts doing everything at home, it's tough. So at least once a week or once in 15 days, go together as a group or go individually, go to the vibrations of the center, use that support system. So you get two things at the center, three things actually. You get the vibrations of the center where people have been meditating for years and years. Second, you get sisters who handhold us and guide us at every step. And third, there's so many people around you there who are like you, living at home, having children, having the same problems as you, but they are coming to the center and they're doing it daily. You get their vibrations also. And you learn so much from their experience also because one day they had also come like you first time. So there are lots of benefits of going to the center. So visit once, probably plan a program for your entire group in the center vibrations. That way everybody gets to experience that energy. And then everyone can take it forward the way they like, the way they are comfortable. So sister, would you like to share the details of the course? Harika?
Sure. Shivani, before we take on to the course, there's one question that came up. Maybe you would like to answer that. How to overcome when someone are rude to you or humiliated you, and you are upset and shocked or frozen and
Yeah,
regret for
Mike.
not
Just
answering.
share the course details. We'll take the question after that because some people might just exit and miss that.
Sure, sure. Okay. So I'm just sharing the screen as well. So our course, the Telugu course, which is specially designed, is going to start on 22nd November, and it's a every day from morning 6 to 7 p.m. Okay, this is UK time. Okay, but if you would like to join the meditation course in any other language, and for more information, you can go on to the website brahmakumaris.uk. Okay, so that has more information to it. And Sister Sri Devi will give you more information about the Telugu course, the Zoom link, etc. Okay, so
That's
it
all
is not,
online.
this is online. The Telugu course is online. Okay, if morning doesn't suit you, you can choose, you can give the evening timings. We are also planning to have the evening course, which is evening like 7 to 8 p.m. like that. Okay,
And
so
what if someone has to come to the center?
yes, they can go on to the website, so they can look for the nearest center if they are in UK or if they are any other place. brahmakumaris.org, brahmakumaris.com is the website, so you can find the nearest place.
Can we give them the number of one sister whom anybody can call if they want to know more about the center? Is it possible?
Sure. Yes.
Or an email address? Email address also will do, or a number.
Yes.
Sometimes I want to ask something that
Sure.
way.
I can share the number in the chat as well,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
that if you can contact on this number, okay, or you can WhatsApp on this number 51354. Okay, so that is the UK number. Okay, and the email ID also I will write it down. enquiries@uk.brahmakumaris.org. So all the information is available in the website as well. Okay. So you're more than welcome to refer, even contact on this number and email, or check out in the website for more information. Okay.
So when you send an email or when you send a WhatsApp, it's going to be one of the sisters who will be responding. So just feel free to ask.
Yeah.
And it will start your journey with them.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So yes, there's one question before you can just lead to a short meditation as well. How to overcome when someone are rude to you or humiliated you, and you are upset and shocked or frozen and regret for not answering for rest of your life.
When they are rude or they are shouting at you, first of all, remember who is unwell. That you have to write down. Who is in pain? We believe they are the cause of our pain. But actually, who is in pain? A happy person is never rude. A healthy mind never screams. So they are in pain. They are not the cause of our pain. They are in pain, first and foremost. Second, when they are behaving in that manner, how I'm going to feel is going to be my choice. So that's going to be the next step that we're going to start taking care of. When we just remember that they are in pain, first we stop blaming them for being the cause of our pain because we are not creating the hurt. They are in pain. So just keep saying to yourself, they are in pain. Anyone who's rude, they are in pain. They are bitter. Their mind is very bitter. That is why they are speaking bitter words. Who will speak bitter words? Whose thoughts are bitter? But why are their thoughts bitter? The mind is in pain. So, whoever it may be, remember they are in pain. What are we expecting from them right now? We're expecting from them respect, we're expecting from them care. They don't have it right now. They don't have it. So, just begging for it is not going to give you anything in return. They don't have it right now. But you can give it to yourself. You don't need it from them. Very big dependency. We need other people to be nice to us. They don't have the strength right now. So, first, just have this compassion that they are in pain. Second, they are not being rude to me. They are being rude. Full stop. To me is my line that I added. When they are in pain, they will scream. Whoever comes in front of them, they will scream at that person. So, they are not being rude to me. They are being rude. Full stop. Full stop. And if they are being rude to me, that is not reflecting my personality. It's only reflecting their state of mind. So what they are, if somebody comes and says to you, you are horrible, that doesn't make you horrible. If somebody comes to you and says you are no good, that doesn't mean you're no good. It just means that's how their mind is thinking right now. So these are people who are not happy. So don't expect compliments and appreciation from them. They don't have it right now. But what they are saying is not the truth. So hurt should be at least when they're speaking the truth. But what they're speaking is just it's coming out of their own hurt, pain, and their own hatred or their own resentment inside. So we call this emotional disease. They are unwell. It's not a mental health issue. It's not a physical health issue. It's just emotionally unwell. And so it's like somebody upset stomach, they'll just throw up. They're not throwing up at you, they're just throwing up because they are unwell, but you were standing near them, it will fall on you. So when somebody is throwing out horrible words, rude words, insensitive words, it is just what is there in their system. That's all going to be coming out. If you think you need to react to that, it's a waste of energy. It's a waste of energy. It is actually like catching somebody else's illness. It's like catching somebody else's COVID. No, they are unwell. If you can't do anything, just remain silent and keep your distance. Protect from COVID first. Protect first from catching their infection is the first step. And when you protect yourself, then you become their caregiver. What did we do in COVID? Did we go and sit next to the person who had COVID? No. We first separated. Now, here, we don't have to separate physically. We don't have to go away physically. Separate means you move away in your mind at another energy. Don't come down at their energy. If you reply back, if you scream back, if you say, you're just coming back at that energy. Just silence here. Polo, this person has COVID. Virus which is emotional, not physical, but it has emotional. I am right now not going to end. It is never healthy to entangle when somebody is unwell. It's never going to create a solution. It will only make it more complicated. You can talk about the same issue, but you can talk about when they are in a better state of mind. So don't regret that I did not answer. It wouldn't have solved or made anything better. It's only our ego which gets satisfied. Oh, I also said that. So what? That didn't do it. That will do nothing. If you want to talk about it, you can talk about it when they are in a better state of mind. At that time, it just creates nothing. It creates nothing. And if I froze, that doesn't matter. That also shows that I need to energize myself, that I got affected by that energy. So when you are going to meditate daily, your whole aura, your energy field is going to change. You're going to start operating at a very different vibration. And that is why it has to become a part of life. All this we need to face, all that we need to do is energize ourselves. So here will come a person who's rude or whatever opposite, and you will be here because you are taking yourself higher every day. So one, it will not impact you, but second, your power will go to them. Your power will go to them. So don't think, oh, I didn't reply back. We don't need to reply back. And when we reply back, it will be with power. So we will reply as a healer, not as a victim. Not as a victim. Replying as a victim is going to be depleting energy. We think, oh, if I didn't reply back, it's a weakness. It is strength to not reply back. If you didn't reply back, that means you did not catch the virus. You had the strength to keep yourself at a distance. Replying is no weakness, no strength. It is weakness. They shouted, I also shouted back. What strength is needed for that? Anybody can do it. But they shouted and I remained silent. That's power. That's power. So don't need to go and create regret later on. I should have shouted back. No, I was powerful. Provided I retain that power within, not just here. Not silence just here, but silence also here. And when you start saying these lines which we've written today, because the course is from 22nd of November, so that's almost 1 month away. Till then, you start writing these lines every night before going to sleep. Write it in your diary. Say it every morning. Say it just before you have your food. Energize your food with these thoughts. And like suppose if somebody is rude to you, somebody screams, write a thought for them. Write a thought for them. They are in pain. I radiate peace and power to them. I connect to the supreme power. I radiate peace and power to them. That is relationship. That is relationship. Relationship is about healing people. Relationship is not about entangling with people. What strength do I get by entangling with somebody? Nothing. If they are lower, I am here and I reply, I go down to their level. Even if you can't do anything, just remain silent, move away. Just remain quiet. Just keep saying your prayers inside, keep saying your affirmations inside, start talking to the divine power inside. Why entangle? At least one person remains safe. Otherwise, very soon everybody gets affected. So remember, COVID started with one person. Had everybody else isolated, there would have been only one person with COVID on the planet. Because it went from one to the other to the third to the fourth, it was all over the world. So similarly, one person in the house will be emotionally disturbed. You can keep it to one person. And if everybody else in the house takes care, that one person will start getting strength. But if the rest of us entangle, then very soon everybody has the same illness. So let's keep the weakness with one person. Everybody else becomes strength. We don't want to entangle and all get depleted. Because if you also entangle, then because of you, then somebody else will get entangled. Very soon the whole house is affected. And also to remember the words that are spoken in the house. It's there in the air. So be careful what is being said in the house. So even if one person is saying it, if second person also doesn't need to pollute the air in the house, keep quiet. And in your mind, keep saying your prayers, keep saying your affirmations, clean the energy of the house. The more toxic their words are, the more pure your words need to be. That's how it has to be. The lower they go, the higher you need to go. That's the way of responding. That way, at least one person will clean the energy of the house. So, this is all today's first time, no? This will continue. When you do your meditation sessions, you will learn deeper aspects of this, and then doing it will become very simple. Okay, Chi. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Thank you so much.
Just one last question from somebody who really wanted to ask Dr. Vani.
Yeah. Namaste, Shivani Ben. Such an honor, and what a fantastic webinar, I must say. And all of the ladies have not just heard you, I think we all agree in saying that we really felt your words. Because staying far away from home, many of us have learned in these years to bottle up the emotions rather than to confront them. And not because we don't want to, just because we didn't know how to. I think this has been a lock and key model, today's webinar for us, how to channel our inner energy. My question is specifically related to motivation. My schedules are very unpredictable, many at a times meditation or any practical calming down techniques or whatever we want to do. I myself, I have a habit of absorbing stress, that energy from patients, from whenever I face patient's death or situations like that. And detaching myself from those situations becomes really hard even after 20 years of being in practice. How, I mean, this is not my anything personal. How do one, workplace stress, I think is a big question, just not for doctors. Of course, emotions are emotions. There's no workplace emotions or personal, but not carrying that back to house becomes really difficult. I think many of the ladies will agree. How do one switches them off? I mean, you come back from the hospital to home, you just want to, I wish there was a switch. I would have flipped it off and like, I'm done for today. I don't carry that, but I think we get triggered a lot. All of your techniques are great, but I don't know if there is a specific answer to this. It's just, putting that out in the mind. So, that switching off, is that even possible? Is that we are even going in the right direction? Thinking about it.
No, you can't switch it off. It's like creating it but throwing it out before I enter my house.
Yeah.
It's not like that. Once it's created, it's part of my energy field now. It's walking in your aura with you or even before you enter the house physically. So when you, first of all, don't say to yourself that because of my routine, I will not be able to do this for myself. That's the place where we are switching off our good health. Prioritize. Everyone needs to do it. Doctors need to do it more than everyone else. Because their energy is, yeah, because your energy is radiating to so many other people. It's going to influence their health, not just their mind, right? Healer's vibration has a very important role in patient healing. Very important role. So don't give yourself this excuse. It is busy day. We're not denying that. But then also responsibility is higher, right? So it's a part of your caregiving. It's a part of your healing that you should take care of yourself for 10 minutes every day. Initially, that taking out that 10 minutes is going to sound like a very big thing to you, but in 15 days, when you start seeing the benefit of it, you will take out that 10 minutes. And very soon that will become a part of your lifestyle. You may be very busy, but you still eat, you still go to sleep. This will be one of those things, normal part of life. Only initially it's like taking out time. After that, normal part of life. So just put it on priority, that's all. You can't switch off your energies when you switch from one place to the other physically. Similarly, you will not be able to switch off your emotions which you created at home before you enter the hospital. Even that is sometimes very important, right? Suppose
Yeah.
something happened at home now, and now you're walking in to see your patients. Your energy is moving in with you. You can't keep that at home. Similarly, you can't keep it in the hospital when you go home. It's not about switching, it's about creating the right ones. And if I have created the wrong one, I take a 1 minute pause to clean that energy. Like sanitizing in hospital. If you touch one patient, you don't touch the next one again. Like you will
Yeah.
sanitize before. So, like you clean hands, do you say we are so busy we don't get time to hand wash?
No,
No.
that I would say.
It's priority. It is priority. So meditation is mind wash. That's all. Even if it means 1 minute between one patient to the next, it's a mind cleansing. So it's a priority so that I don't carry the infection from one to the next. So the only thing you have to do today to say, I'm taking out time for this, rest will happen. This is shifting from the left hand side of the thinking, I don't have time for all this, to I have. Nothing is more important than this. Because this is influencing your mind, your body, your relationships, your workplace, your patients, everybody. How can we say, I don't have time for this? We can't. And you know the beautiful part, when we take out time for ourselves, very soon we have more time. That's the experience of everybody because most of our time was getting wasted because of the way we think, what we are speaking, what we are watching, what we are consuming. When we start taking care of our mind, suddenly we have extra time. We really have extra time. It's only in the initial stages, the first 15, 20 days, 1 month, maximum 1 month. After that, I have extra time because now my mind is sorted, my decision making is accurate. I don't spend time taking decisions. It's like 1 second process. Any decision is 1 second away now. That's all. So I save a lot of time. I don't get into conversations which are not going to create any benefit. I, of course, stop consuming I suddenly have a lot of time extra. Lot of time extra. So just begin with taking out 10 minutes, and very soon you will have more time than you did.
Thank you. Thank you, Shivani Ben. Thank you so much.
Shanti.
Thank you very much for a wonderful insight.
Harika Ben, some of them have written on the group that they didn't see the message on the chat, the number.
Okay, I'll share it again. Okay,
Hmm.
Sister Shivani, would you like to share few minutes? I know the time is running, but if you
Hmm.
can share few minutes of meditation, even
Yeah,
short
come.
is fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll share.
We'll just sit back straight, relax the body, and bring your attention to the center of the forehead. That's the energy center. That's where we create our feelings. And in the center of the forehead, the point where we apply the tilak, just at that point, gently see yourself, a little star, a tiny point of light. Eye the energy and gently say to yourself, keep seeing yourself, that pure divine light in the center of the forehead. And remind yourself, I am a powerful being. I am the master of my mind. I am the creator of my every thought. I am a peaceful soul. It's my nature to respond with peace to every scene of life. I am a loveful being. It's my nature to respond with compassion to every person I interact with. I'm untouched by their behaviors. I forgive. I radiate blessings to them. I forgive. I radiate blessings to them. God's power and blessings is a divine circle of protection around me. Visualize a white light circle around yourself. The divine protection around me. I radiate power. I empower others. I am the powerhouse of my family. I am the powerhouse of my family. Om Shanti. 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 Shukriya.
Thank you so much, sister. That's so peaceful.
Shanti. Shukriya. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sister Shivani. Just want to say on behalf of Telugu Ladies in the UK, we want to extend our deepest and heartfelt gratitude to you for gracing us with your presence today and for sharing such a profound wisdom and inspiration. It's actually, your words have touched quite deep in our hearts and souls. I mean, it's reminding us of the immense power of inner peace, the power of mindfulness, the positivity as well, in everyday lives, basically. Um, and we feel truly blessed and honored to have you, to have had this opportunity to learn directly from you and for your invaluable time as well. And just to also say thank you to Sister Harika and Geeta Priyanka Garu for the support and your all your help in coordinating and making today's session possible, and your commitment and your teamwork actually has brought this webinar to life as well. Also, a huge thank you to everyone actually who joined us with so much enthusiasm, the openness and the engagement, and in the chat, the messages, your presence and energy made this session even more special and memorable for every one of us. So let us all carry forward this beautiful insights we have gained today to live with greater awareness, compassion, and positivity. And let's continue to spread light, love, and peace within our families, the communities, and everyone around the world with us. So thank you so much, Sister Shivani. It really means a lot for every one of us. Thank you for your time and valuable insights. I think thank you is a very small word to say, but truly honored.
Yeah,
Thank you.
they need to get.
We're
Thank you.
so blessed to see you today. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot for gracing us. Thank you. Yeah.